Now, Xpeng yesterday reported their Q3 earnings, and it was so interesting to see the kind of reports or the kind of earnings that Xpeng reported, and it made me to think the kind as to what NEO is going to report. But I think there's something that I also obviously picked up, and I've discussed this with you in the past, right? And this is, without wasting any more of your time, the valuation between Xpeng and NEO. I mean, if you checked very well, Xpeng's Q3 deliveries totaled around 116,000, right? And that, as from yesterday's earnings, they reported or generated them total revenues of around 2.86. This includes obviously the non-EV sales. I think the car sales alone are $2.54 billion, right, from that $2.86 billion. This shows you something very interesting because, look, Xpeng's total revenue for quarter 3, it's almost the same as NEO's total revenues for quarter 2. In other words, the 72,000 deliveries that NEO reported in quarter 2, which gave them total revenues including other sales of around 2.6 or over 2.6 billion dollars, are almost the same as the revenues that Xpeng delivered or produced with selling 116,000 cars. I know the 2.86 includes the deliveries, includes the other sales, which deliveries only it's like what, 2.5 $2 million. So the total revenues that Xpeng generates with 116,000 cars, it's almost the same as the total revenues that NEO delivers or reports with 72,000 cars. And therefore, this is very, very interesting because right now in quarter 3, NEO sold over 90,000, in fact over 91,000 units, right? They sold over 90,000 units, and it goes without saying that revenue we are going to, or NEO is going to report way more revenues than, NEO is going to report better revenues than that of Xpeng. But when you go to the valuations, what is happening? Xpeng is valued like $10 billion more than NEO. The two does not really add up, but anyways, they will tell you that the net losses are down, which I think for Xpeng and net losses were like 300 million RMB, and earnings per share, yeah, it was around negative 2 cents. So they are still not profitable, but they are almost there. And knowing very well that NEO is going to report their earnings next week on Friday, it will be very interesting to see what are the numbers looking like. But I must give, I mean, Xpeng's, I'm not here to diss Xpeng's earnings. They were pretty solid, pretty good, because look, gross margins, they are over 20%, and then the cash at hand, I think it's over $6 billion. So they are doing well. The guidance that they gave for quarter, it's around 140,000, which is slightly lower to that of NEO, right? And it's very, very interesting to see how much is Xpeng going to generate, the total revenues that Xpeng is going to generate with those deliveries. It will be so interesting, I'm telling you. But look, man, I'm here to tell you or to show to you that, of course, regardless of NEO saying, the investors, some of the investors saying it's because NEO it's losing a lot of money, because NEO it's not yet profitable. I'm telling you, there's a bit of unjustification when it comes to the share price, especially comparing NEO with Xpeng, comparing NEO with Tesla, comparing NEO with Rivian. Rivian has got a market cap, I think $5 billion market cap more than NEO. But Rivian, the total number of deliveries that they are making on a quarterly basis, which is plus 30,000, those are the deliveries that NEO makes within a month. I mean, last month NEO delivered over 40,000 deliveries, which exceeds the total deliveries that Rivian is able to generate in a quarter. But let's go to the valuations, or looking at the share price. Rivian is valued way more than NEO, which is, again, it shows you the unjustification of the market towards NEO. But me, I'm not worried. This all shows us the opportunities that lies within NEO. And I just hope that the earnings next week will be so good. And over and above those earnings, the guidance that NEO give us, it's pretty solid. They are still sticking with the 150,000 vehicles, which is going to be so great, so amazing to see that. Previous video I was talking about the insurance registration report not being there, saying that it looks like we are not going to be seeing this report anytime soon. And NEO, it looks like they will be continuing, or it looks like we'll have to be waiting for the official report from NEO at the beginning of each month. And it will be so interesting, my dear friends, seeing the kind of performance that NEO is going to produce this month. So I am happy, man. I'm excited. I like what I see. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. And those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price are going to be rewarded with time. Man, it does take me some time to create this kind of content, which is why I ask you all day, every day, to like this video, to subscribe, to hit or click that notification bell, because I give you latest developments onto NEO on a daily basis. And I think yeah, and I would really appreciate if you can just like, subscribe, and hit or click that notification bell. Yeah, don't want to make this video too long. I'll see you in the next one, my dear friends. That is all from me, and God bless you all.